Robert, we just ended up talking a little bit about how our industry gets things wrong, especially around framing. But when it comes to actually planning for clients, what do you think it is that most advisors get wrong when it comes to this area of just income protection, period?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a pretty long list when it comes to this kind of niche space in someone's portfolio. I would say first and foremost is a very easy one, and it's that most advisors out there soliciting this don't actually own a policy themselves.
Mm.
And so I'm
Mm.
a big believer in buy what you sell what you own, right? Um, but a lot of these advisors also think they're invincible. And that comes across to clients when you're trying to talk to them about things
Yeah.
like income protection, right? So now all of a sudden, I would say two, you have an advisor that wants to sell the permanent life insurance policy and is like, oh, by the way, do you want a disability insurance policy? And they're like, no, I don't need a disability insurance policy. That'll never happen to me. And the advisor believes it, right? They're
Mm.
convinced because they've sold themselves on the same false beliefs within their own financial portfolio. Um, but then three, we do have the advisors that are out there talking about it, that are educating clients. And one of the shortfalls kind of goes back to the thing that I talked about with benefit period. You buy some of these exorbitant benefit periods, right? Lifetime benefits was a thing that used to exist with disability insurance, and this is exactly why a lot of disability insurance carriers went insolvent in the 90s. The advisors were trying to sell the longest benefit period possible. Well, that's not actually what most people need, especially in a high income space. You can really get away with a 5 year benefit period, maybe have a tax free lump sum payout at the end of those 5 years. But all of a sudden, we're bringing down the cost significantly. So it's not like we're trying to sell a second permanent insurance product in their portfolio. We're just doing a little risk management to make sure we buy some time to make a well-informed decision if we have to transfer to liquidating other assets or turning more assets into actually some cash flow and income as opposed to aiming to acquire more. I mean, I'm speaking to the finance geniuses here when we think about, changing someone's equity ratio and,
Hmm.
and actual risk in their portfolio to
Right.
something that's probably more stable and can provide a sustainable amount of cash flow. Um, so
Well,
those would be my three go-tos.
so one of the biggest that stands out for me is the advisors themselves not having their income protected. That is huge. And I totally understand what you're saying. Like when we talk to our clients, say about investing, and we're like, this is exactly what we're showing you is exactly where our money is. It's meaningful. And when it comes to protecting income, if like in the back of our head is the little bird that's like, well, we never pulled the trigger on that. What are the odds the client will? And I've even gone so far as to see the quote unquote fiduciary advisors that you guys have heard Corey and I talk about on the podcast before,
Yes.
where they're fully fiduciary except for anything that would inconvenience them, like bringing up disability insurance, and they have literally will put something in front of their clients. Would you sign this just confirming that we talked about disability insurance because I don't want the liability? Like, wait, the client is signing a form
Yeah.
to say that we talked about disability insurance so that you can relieve yourself of the liability while not relieving the client of the liability on their balance sheet of what if my income stops. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, ring that bell, and by the way, make sure to share this video. I don't know if you know this, but my cyborg body runs 100% on YouTube views and likes. Please don't let my batteries die.